this matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The light blue and white of Kenan Stadium. Players the past years have been so strong there, trying to rebuild that school spirit in Chapel Hill. 50,000 strong at Kenan Stadium to get this season off to a great start. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. It's O'Neal. They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
Good play.
One team got a step in.
That nigga slow as fuck and he was scoring on me. This shit is crazy.
What a way to start this
Good play.
offensively. Find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The run inside. It's Clark. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Play fake, Sellers. Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that stuff. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Quick release by the QB. Powers through.
That's somebody tackle.
He's brought down, but he went
I think he broke 8 tackles, ran backwards twice.
They had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's O'Neal. Working the middle, it's complete.
He's slow as shit.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But
Throwing toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Sellers on the play action. Finds a tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll move the tight end. The play-action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think when you got a quarterback that this fast, he knows I can get at any situation, kind of like Superman, but he got caught. He found the kryptonite. The rush got home. You got to keep chasing this kind of guy, and that is a huge loss for this offense.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He's got great speed. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. second one, and now to try to get things back on track. To the ground with the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They go play action with Sellers. He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Open spaces. All the way. Touchdown Gamecocks.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Thurman. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be 1st down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a back.
Makes a grab and room to run. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. That's reeled in, it's Thurman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? And if looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, no problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. These quarters going to give them some space. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Play fake, Sellers.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. He'll try to do it himself. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. There's some room. The 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Gamecocks! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They knock him down right there. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Sellers on the play action. Got a man. It's Hunt.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that catch.
Here's Sellers to throw.
Oh, I should have been patient. Left the shit out of that.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He's going to take off. Inside the 30. Breaks into the open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys' offenses.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's O'Neal. Got it. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw time, running short in the half. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Chip. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire.
Man, that bullshit, Lord.
His third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I'm running, bro. Oh my God. Come on, bro.
After the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Runs through the tackle. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
Man, stiff on the Dylan Stewart. What are you talking about?
And finally, we see
Twice.
a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like,
What?
we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature
Dylan Stewart, twice, man.
plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
That's what the game has come to.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 30 short, the run and looking
That's what the game has come to.
They get him
We know
on
we can run the ball
defense
on the last play
and to stop him, and it's
and
fourth down.
80% score.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's
This
time
shit is
to join
crazy.
Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
And it's the Red Raiders keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll start this third quarter with a run.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Sellers. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Got like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This time
Good
he
tackle.
doesn't get loose, and finally the
Really good
defense
tackle.
gets him bottled up behind the line. The Gamecocks will put this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Flips it out to the back. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Send the tight end in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletion,
Yes.
force fourth downs.
Motion from the wideout. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Running inside. It's Clark. Plows through the defense. Maybe some room here.
Bad football. That nigga should have been stuck.
Touchdown, South Carolina. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He'll make a play on third
Man,
down.
gets inside and this bastard get beat. Balling and shit. Need a fucking job.
The only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes.
This shit corny. I run. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the single back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity we're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had...
Got a little press. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the running back.
Man, this nigga is OP. Look at this smoking niggas.
That one as they get it to the 36, it'll be first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's got some space.
How does the second man miss? Oh, he was down. How does the second man miss the fucking tackle?
They knock him down.
That boy got that cut stick, though. That cut stick pop.
Short of the first down marker.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense was challenged after a poor showing last week, and they have answered the bell. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there.
Damn, I didn't even want to run that play. I fucking caught a play thinking it was going down.
They finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done
Yep. I saw that shit last night. This nigga blitzing like shit. Fuck. I threw a pick with my nigga, man. That's my bro.
Getting an interception, yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on.
That nigga is punishing my defenders, bro. Nigga really out there hurting.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this
Look at this
quarterback.
bastard slow.
And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.
Oh, this line sucks. Damn.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after.
This is pure ass.
They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Like, Tom.
Play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Smashes it with the stiff arm. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Blasted as he
Oh, hell no, game.
hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Lets it fly. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up, because they are blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all 0.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense,
This
and he's off.
what a damn ball.
Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose.
This bum ass nigga, man. I like that though. I don't mind the fumble. Like EA added fumbles to 6.
Extreme ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I didn't think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon, because he's got to go back on the field right away.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable.
Jesus Christ.
They should be able to take care of business here. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got his man to the left. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Run inside. It's Fuller. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock.
Ooh, corner? The hell of a play. Damn. I wasn't even mad.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know.
Oh, look at me dropping back like a damn big head.
This football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Where am I diving to? Click on me to the man that's right beside him.
2nd and 1.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
It's my
This is
sack.
one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from.
Yeah, right.
He'll loft one
Yo,
deep
let me
on the
click
left
on.
side.
Go for the pick.
Another incompletion on third down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Now on the move.
The ball out.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame looks, how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
Damn, middle safety, what the fuck is you doing back there? Fucking dickheads, cover 3.
Huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Let's see what they do on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
At least he stick his ass.
Sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw
Man, get a sack, Dylan Stewart. Fuck.
incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. There's a long and storied
Give me
history
free runs, nigga.
between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise, by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.